Hey, it's Nick from As Lay Dying, and we are now playing Qual der Wahl.
God or Satan?
God. Because I like him better.
Iron Maiden or Judas Priest?
I'm going to have to say Maiden, just because they have a little bit more of the punk rock kind of energetic feel. But I love Priest too. But Maiden is my answer.
Swedish death metal or US death metal?
Swedish death metal. Because it's just so good. That's it.
Favorites?
Big fan of, like if you consider Soilwork death metal, Soilwork, Flames, and then other bands like Opeth are some of my favorites. Meshuggah.
Burger King or McDonald's?
I'm gonna have to say Burger King on that one because they have the veggie burger.
Metallica or Slayer?
I'm gonna have to say Metallica on that one just because they are more of a staple of my youth. And while Slayer is pretty freaking sweet, I have more Metallica riffs in my in my upbringing than I do Slayer riffs. So I'd say Metallica.
It's black metal or white metal?
Black metal. Because it's darker, the way metal should be.
Is there any white metal bands you could name? Or
I don't even listen to white metal.
Fist or horns?
Horns. Well, actually, the fist is You know what? The horns are starting to get a little played out, but when you do the fist with the face and the nod, it's powerful.
Striper or Deicide?
I'm gonna have to say Striper. Yeah, not a big Deicide fan. Sorry.
So, but you know some Striper stuff?
Huh?
Striper?
Yeah, To Hell with the Devil? Yeah, I'm no stranger to Striper. I have more fun listening to Striper. Deicide kind of just bums me out sometimes.
Metalcore or classic heavy metal?
Classic heavy metal as in... What would you consider classic? Like Black Sabbath, Maiden classic? I'd have to say classic heavy metal. I mean, it's what started it all. Those dudes wrote the book, and they did a good job at it.
Mosh pit or headbanging?
Headbanging. Headbanging is universally appreciated. Headbanging while playing air guitar.
So no big fan of mosh pit?
Mosh pits are sweet. Don't get me wrong. I love the mosh pit, but I get really stoked when someone's headbanging viciously.
Stage or studio?
Stage. I don't hate being in the studio. I enjoy writing, but in the studio you just have to be so meticulous, and it's more like work, whereas on stage you can headbang.
Cypress Hill or Wu-Tang Clan?
Wu-Tang Clan, for sure. Just because there's more of them, and they write sweeter jams.
Wall of Death or no Wall of Death?
I'm not a Wall of Death fan, just because if you can't do it right and you can't make it the most amazing thing that you've ever seen, then it's not worth it. And most of the times it's, just, and that's it. So I'm not a fan of the Wall of Death. Plus, kids get hurt.
Touring Europe or touring the USA?
This is for Metal Hammer Germany, right? Touring Europe. I love Europe, especially Germany. It's one of my favorite places ever.
You can be honest. It's no problem.
Hey, that's the truth.
Whiskey or milk?
Neither. I'm lactose intolerant. Well, I don't like milk, and whiskey always puts a hurt on me. So I'm gonna have to say beer.
Reading a good book or watching a Jenna Jameson movie?
I'm gonna have to say reading a good book, just because there's more you can take away from it, I would say.